So it looks like I'm eating some of my own words from back in December.
Yeah, the winters haven't been too bad actually. I was worried about them at first, and I even bought myself some thermals to wear at night, but it's actually been alright at night, unless we're having a really mild winter.
Looking back at that video now, I was so naive, thinking that that was the worst of the winter. So looking at the weather for the rest of the week, it looks like we're in the minus the whole time. It'll be interesting to see how I get on with a van that just has zero heating, no diesel heater, solely relying on my own body heat. I think I'm in for a rough week. Looking at some of the news reports, it's saying that this is the Beast from the East .2. And now I'm thinking about it, I do actually remember, I think it was last year, that's all they were going on about, the Beast from the East, the Beast from the East. So it looks like this is one beast I'm gonna have to face myself.
The door is frozen shut.
So I've made it through my first night of the Beast of the East .2, and it was cold last night. It actually got down to -3, and there's not much you could do but just get underneath your covers and wrap yourself up like a big old sausage roll. You know when your foot comes out the cover and you can feel the cold? Well, imagine that times 1,000. I kept doing it and it kept waking me up, so I had a bit of a restless night last night. But someone's let me borrow some office space so I can get some work done during the day. So at least for 7 hours a day I'll be in the warm. I'm just looking forward to wrap my hands around a nice hot coffee and maybe sit on the radiator for a bit. So the frost has found its way inside the van, so that is just awesome. Yeah.
Alright, order.
Alright, can I just get a flat white coffee, please?
Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Thank you, got that.
Cheers, buddy. Morning. Thank you. That's quite nice. I've not really had a McDonald's coffee before, but I'm not really a coffee snob, you know, instant coffee does me, but yeah, it's quite nice. Sounds like I'm saying the same thing like over and over, like, oh, it was cold last night, but yeah, it was cold last night. It dropped down to -4, and looking at the weather, it's actually due to be -5 tomorrow, so it's funny to see how the weather's affecting the van, because obviously cold weather, condensation, we've gone over that, you know, everyone spoke about that before. But this morning, the inside of the van was frosted, so obviously it's the condensation in the van, but that's obviously freezing because it's so cold. The top of the duvet as well had like glycerin, sort of like ice on top of it, so the duvet was wet this morning when it thawed out. So but it's alright. The perks of having a small van is I've drove around, gone and got my coffee, and I've had the heating on full blast, and because it's such a small van, the heat fills it up really quick. So feeling the bed now, it feels dry, feels fine, doesn't smell of mould or anything, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah, oh man, this is a tough week. Tough. But we're in February, it'll be March before we know it, and spring will be just around the corner. So just got to get through these last few, I'd say I've got like probably 2 more weeks of this. I hope it's 2 more, I hope it's 2 more weeks of this.